So it's morning and it's not raining at the moment.
Yeah, blue sky at the moment.
So we made a different choice and decided to stay in an apartment because we're just all breakfast out, to be quite honest. And it was an excellent choice, wasn't it?
Oh, superb, yeah.
Yeah, the
Really good
apartment
place.
was absolutely amazing.
Secure parking as well.
Secure parking.
Covered.
We're in a bit like of a residential area, but it's absolutely perfect. So we're all refreshed and heading up the River Rhine this morning.
Yeah, so we're going up the west side.
We're
We're going up the east side.
We're going to go up
Rhine.
the
Quiet side.
which I think is the quieter side. So it's probably the longer way around, but it should be nice. We're going to have a few more stops, but at 1 o'clock we're going to hit torrential rain again.
Yeah.
So we'll just, take our time, do some video and take some pictures and see how we go. We're staying in, last night we booked another apartment just outside Bonn. It's about 180 mile up the road, something like that.
It's quite a long way.
Yeah, it does say 4 hours, but it'll probably take us 6
Yeah, 6
or
to
even 7, but it doesn't matter. You
Yeah.
know, the most important thing is that we just take it easy, have a good time, take lots of photographs, make lots of memories, and fingers crossed the rain keeps off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Super, let's make a
Set
move.
off.
Stop for petrol, so we're full up again at the most expensive petrol station ever. But we're just about to cross the River Rhine. Oh, there's the river there, look.
Yay!
That's our first view of the River Rhine. Oh, it's big. Next traffic lights, turn right. Towards Haven. Must be this bit, is it? It's good timing, isn't it?
Oh, just be careful.
Well, there's no holiday like a ferry crossing, is there?
I think we're in Ireland.
Oh, €5.80.
Have you got some money?
I've only got a 20. Oh no, that's my pound notes. I'll have to have yours. Have you got some money?
Can you grab hold of that then, please?
How come I've got no euros left? No euros left.
Probably lost them.
Wouldn't surprise me. Unless you can pay on a card. Can you pay on a card?
No, only with cash.
Only cash.
Thank you.
Why, how fast are we going? Can you tell how fast we're going?
I told you. I said that this ferry that was
Absolutely
coming over
flying.
here is flying over. Yeah. You can't actually really. Yeah, I think we're going sideways now as well. Let's get that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fancy
it's-
ferries.
Sideways across the River Rhine. And that's the road over there that we're going on, which is the other side to where all the big towns like Koblenz and everywhere like that is. We've decided to go on the more scenic side.
I don't know if you can tell, but there must be some strong current because these are going so sideways.
And there's a big monument on the hill.
Oh yeah, that's impressive, isn't it?
All the vineyards. I can't believe how many vineyards there are. There's the train that goes down by the side of the river. And that's the River Rhine, which we've just crossed. So it's like a double whammy. We've been on a ferry on the River Rhine. Looking forward to our ride along here. Oh,
Hello.
better jump on.
Well, that was good. I enjoyed that.
It was funny.
After
Have we
200
got?
yards, make a U-turn.
Oh no. Where are you going?
It says you have to go make a U-turn. I'm going round here.
Well, that's going back to the ferry. Oh, is it? No, that's right,
No,
the
no.
road.
Yes, the road.
Yeah.
That bus is going on the ferry.
Yeah.
I don't know why we couldn't just turn left as we came out.
Yeah.
Seems strange, doesn't it?
Yeah, because you can go straight on here, and this is the road that I was pointing to. That
Yeah.
you know, on the ferry you could see the road. I mean, look at, you can't see it, you won't see it on the video, but the rapids, like they're
Yeah.
fighting against each other.
Right, you can see just as we've gone past it
Yeah.
now. There's another Castle Look, a ruin anyway, up on the top of the hill.
Yeah, but that was fabulous in its day.
Again, a nice little village. Hotel Anchor.
Wow, look at that castle, Tony.
Yeah, well, you did say this is the side of all the castles and everything. So
Yeah.
quiet, right? That opposite. If you manage to get past that first castle, you'll be in tatters, wouldn't you? Then the second castle would just demolish
Yeah.
your little boat.
And then there's another castle. I do think they say there's 40 castles down this road that we're going on today.
Yeah.
40, that is lots.
Crikey. Yeah. That's more castles than Wales, and Wales is our most
Yeah.
castle populated area, isn't it?
There's a train
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah. They've got a good infrastructure, haven't they, Germany, for trains?
Yeah, vineyards. I didn't think they did that much wine in Germany. I thought,
Oh no, this is the Rhine Valley, remember? The
yeah,
Rhine Valley is famous.
Yeah, that's a lovely castle. That's like a fairy tale castle, that one. All
Yeah.
compact, you know, small
Yeah.
and tall.
And there's one of those cruise ferries, look, that we saw Susan Calman
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, yeah.
Wave. Anyone waving?
More cruise ferries, cruise
Yeah.
ships, or whatever they're called. That's massive, that one, isn't it?
That is a big one.
This is a little castle in the middle of the river.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, very colourful.
Yeah. That'll be where you paid your taxes to go up and down the river, probably.
Yeah, and then you've got one on the right, up on the hill.
Yeah. We should have stopped there, actually, took a photo.
Well, we need to stop soon. We should have stopped here
Yeah.
because the
What
cafe.
about here? Is this little car park here? Do you want to go in here?
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be plenty more little cafes along the route.
I need somewhere very soon because I need a cup of coffee. Vineyards again, all the way around this river.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is a lovely road, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice and quiet as well. Lordy.
The land of the mermaids. Because she looked like a mermaid on the picture.
Yeah, I never looked at the legs.
No, she did have legs. So she
Oh,
just
so not mermaid
she
then.
must have just been a hooker.
A goddess. A goddess, not a fucker.
Oh, goddess. There's the tunnel for the train.
It looks like an organ, looks like a big church organ
Yeah.
from a distance. But obviously now you can see the turrets and the... Oh, it's a fancy tunnel, that, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a castle on the hill, we know that much.
Yeah. Can't see any seats outside, can you, with any umbrellas?
No. There's a cafe here, is it shut? Yep, shut.
Crikey. What about this one?
Open.
Do that open, yeah?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
definitely open.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you go in there, enter here.
If not, we can always get a burger from the van.
Yeah,
Oh, it
burger
smells
van.
quite nice actually.
It does, yeah. If they did nice coffee, I'd be happy with that. Had a nice break. Lovely cup of coffee. I had a ham and cheese sandwich. And Tony had orange cake.
It was like an orange cheesecake, but it was actually like a flan almost. Bit weird.
All washed down with a nice cappuccino. Back on the track.
Quarter to 12.
Yeah. Heading back down the road. Right, there's another castle straight in front of us up on the hill.
So there's no speed limit change, but when that sign with the red cross across it, that means it's the end of the village, the end of the speed restriction.
Yeah. That's what that, young lad was saying yesterday, the English lad, wasn't he? He'd worked it out and
Yeah. When you go into a village, there's the red border. When you come out of the village, there's the red stripe across it. Kesterd. Kesterd.
ooh,
Bumpy.
bumpy road.
Yeah. Doing lots of temporary repairs to the road surface.
Doesn't seem quite as wild here, does it? The current. I mean, it's still, you can see, you can still see the current, but not like it was on that section back there.
Yeah, no, it's not so rapid.
I don't think I've ever seen a train as long as that one.
It's pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be out of place in America.
I'm glad we've come this side because it just seems a bit quieter, doesn't it? The road's fabulous, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lovely road.
That side looks built up the whole of the way.
I think we'd be stopping and starting a lot more, wouldn't we, through the towns, that side.
Well, I think the speed limit would be, 30 to 50, wouldn't it? The whole of the way.
A lot more than
Yeah.
is this side, definitely. This is definitely the right side to come on. If you really go down the right, it's the west side you need to be on.
And to be honest, if you want to jump across sides, there's all the ferries, isn't there? Like that where we've just stopped there was a ferry. Kablans,
Oh, yeah.
I would have thought that that's going to be a ferry.
Yeah. Camp Bornhofen.
Oh, police.
That was a camera, that wasn't it?
I don't know, but they didn't look like they hadn't set it up. .50 through the chicane. Yeah. Oh, there's the ski lifts going up there. They're funny, well, they're not ski lifts, are they? I would have
No.
thought.
But cable cars,
Cable
yeah.
cars, they're not working, those ones. Must be something up the top there which looks like a viewpoint.
Osterspa. So there's no speed sign, but
You must know it's a Bill to Paris. It's got to be 50.
Yeah.
50, I would have thought.
Yeah.
The funny
Uh-huh.
thing is you've got the best of both worlds going down this road, because you've got so much scenery with the River Rhine and all the vineyards and the castles, but you've also got a lovely road. I think we're just very fortunate that it's quiet as
it's a
well.
win-win.
So it's a lovely ride.
Yeah, that helps. Another campsite there, look.
Yeah. Yeah, tourism must be an awfully big thing along this, along the river.
I would agree, definitely.
I just can't believe that all the cafe stroke places are actually closed. They must only open on an evening. Yeah, you can see the...
Marksburg. Oh, look at the castle as well up there, like that picture just shows. That's a fairy tale one, isn't it? That one.
That's amazing, that one,
See it?
isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a German fairy tale castle, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a classic one, that one.
I would,
Nicely painted.
I was just gonna say, I wouldn't like to paint it, have to paint it. Gosh.
Can you see it up there?
Yeah. Difficult. It's a lot of trees. Ah.
The
Road's closed.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Diversion U2.
I've just passed a polar bear like they have the one in the Whitby. So this is the diversion because the road's closed. Now we're in a great big traffic jam. Remember, there's lights. We must be at the end of it now because that's that U2 with a red line through it.
Oh, end of diversion.
So that means
yep.
the end of diversion.
Little tributary into the into the Rhine there. Or is it a canal? Lahn.
Ooh.
Some nice boats.
Yeah,
And there's
going.
that thing up there, look on the left.
Yeah. Oh, Koblenz only 5 kilometres away.
Oh.
This is why we're probably in the busier area,
Yes, quite possibly.
because Koblenz is like one of the biggest places on the Rhine, isn't it?
I do believe so. First exit at the roundabout, and I think this time it is actually the first exit we're taking
Yeah.
onto the motorway.
I don't know, because I'd have thought we'd have been going straight on, if I was totally honest.
Yeah, so we're well away from the river, aren't we? The Rhine.
Well, I didn't expect this, to be quite honest.
No, I didn't.
I thought the road ran all the way up the side of the Rhine.
So we still left.
Well, at least I can see the river again.
Yeah, so we must be right. This must be the route.
Yeah. There's the cable cars going up. Ah, yes. It goes up to a monastery. Because I read the article that said, you know, if you stay in Koblenz, make sure you get the cable car up to the monastery. You know, like the one we went to in...
Grenoble, France. Grenoble.
Yes, yeah. Grenoble, yeah. These cable cars are massive, aren't they?
Well, there's a big statue of a person on a horse. Always impressive, a person on a horse, isn't it? Valander.
Police. That policeman nodded to me.
Oh, that's good. I thought he was giving us the evil eye. So we've got another, believe it or not, 34 miles on this road.
Gosh, that's a long way, isn't it?
Yeah, it is on this type of road. So yeah, I think we've done the scenic part of the route.
Yeah. Yep, our stop at the petrol station here, Shell. Check that we're on the right route because we came off a little bit there.
Yeah, so we're just wondering if we were going to be motorway all the way from now on, but we might be motorway still, but we'll be close to the river again soon. Oh, there's the Rhine again on the left.
Well, we can't get any closer than this to it, can we?
No.
Other than if we were on the train tracks.
Yeah, it looks quite smooth there. I still wouldn't like to try and swim across it.
Very industrial around here, isn't it?
Lots of wood mills in Switzerland and lots of industry in Germany. They must have a really good economy, Germany.
That looks like the River Cruise port, because there's a lot of camper vans as well. A camper van park, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, that, isn't it, that cruise ship?
Yeah, fabulous. It's cooled down a lot, so I'm expecting rain soon.
Yeah, it's raining now, yes. Lutzdorf? The village of Lutzdorf?
Well, these grapevines again. Yeah, it must be regions.
Must be
wines.
pretty hard to pick those grapes, mustn't it, really? You know, that's a pretty steep hill.
Yeah. Look at 1 o'clock. Look how high them vineyards
Yeah.
go right up the side like that.
No, so steep.
You need to come down on a rope from the top. Lower yourself down.
You need a goat.
Picking the grapes as you go. I mean, look at the way they're planted though. They're so precise, aren't they?
Perfect lines, them, aren't they?
Yeah.
What's that, Hammerstein?
These names on the side of the hills, I think that's the regions, you know, like which wine region it is.
Could well be, yes.
I mean, I might be wrong, but it just seems strange that they have them. I've seen quite a few of them.
Well, I think the next stop we're going to have to put the waterproofs on.
Yeah. Back to the River Rhine through the trees. It's much smaller though now, isn't it? I haven't got that depth, unless it's just not built up on the other side. I think that is the other side just there, isn't it? It's not an island.
Yeah, still looks wide.
Yeah, it is still wide, I suppose, yeah.
Lots of wipers going on the cars on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
Again, they've just stopped there. They're not actually doing anything.
Cup of tea, cup of tea.
Oh yeah, council
Cup of tea.
workers. Time for a cup of tea.
Time for a cup of tea, as Jeremy would say.
Yeah.
We can't be that far away from our turn off because it's only 32 kilometres to Bonn.
It's definitely getting heavier. The rain.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we need to stop soon and turn the microphones off. Well, we've not done too bad. You know, we're only 10 miles to our turn off.
Yeah, not
We
too
didn't-
bad.
And we didn't expect to get to all this way, did we? So, but we do need
We
to
had our
stop.
fingers crossed. Oh, crikey, it must be wetter than I thought actually, because I can feel the water coming through my coat.
I know, I was thinking that when we stopped, our coats look wetter than what we think. It's
Yeah.
not great putting the orange jackets on over wet clothes.
No, we left it a little bit too late. Castle. There's a little car park over here, isn't there? This is a little car park, there's no traffic coming, is there?
No, no, it's
We're going here anyway.
we've decided it's time to stop and put the waterproofs on. So we're probably not going to do much more filming, but we've got some good roads going down the River Rhine, and it is still beautiful. So anyway, we'll catch you later.
Still fast flowing, isn't it? It's amazing.
Ooh.